Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to thank the organizers of 7th International Conference on Applied Zoology 2024. I am Dr. Mehmet Salman, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Biochemistry. The title of my presentation is Production of Bioactive Metabolites from Cocaria species for Antibacterial, Antioxidant, and Anti-Diabetic Activities. These are the contents of my presentation. First of all, a brief introduction about my presentation. The secondary metabolites are bioactive organic compounds that inhibit the growth of microorganisms, and these bioactive secondary metabolites are natural products that show antibacterial activity against multi-drug resistant pathogens. Actinobacteria. The Cocaria species belong to actinobacteria that produce various types of bioactive secondary metabolites. These metabolites have the potential to combating a variety of pathogenic microorganisms. The aims and objectives of my study is extraction of secondary metabolites from Cocaria oceanii, determination of bioactive potential, including antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, identification of secondary metabolites that have potential bioactivities present in Cocaria oceanii by using various spectrometry techniques. This is the scheme of the study. First of all, we grow bacteria in its respective medium for the production of BSMs that are bioactive secondary metabolites. Then we extract these BSMs by using appropriate organic solvent. Then various bioactivities were performed, including antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, and anti-lipidemic assay. And beside this, these bioactive BSMs were identified by using GCMS and electrospray ionization mass spectrometry. These are the methodologies which we have followed. This is the culturing of the bacteria, and after having growth on Petri plates, we scrap all the growth and then process it further for the extraction of bioactive secondary metabolites by using ethyl acetate as a extracting solvent. Then we performed rotatory evaporator for to concentrate or to evaporate or solvent. Now we move to results. These are the results of antibacterial assay of BSMs. We have used 4 strains: Staphylococcus aureus, Escherichia coli, Bacillus cereus, and Serratia marcescus. And these are the inhibition zones measured in mm. These are the results of antioxidant assay of DPPH scavenging assay. It is a dose-dependent assay, and we have maximum concentration of inhibition activity of 83.87% at 600 microgram per ml of our BSM. This is another antioxidant assay, hydrogen peroxide scavenging activity, and it is also dose dependent, and we found maximum percentage of hydrogen peroxide scavenging activity at 600 microgram per ml, and its percentage is 91.93%. Next is the anti-inflammatory activity, which was performed by albumin denaturation, and is also dose dependent, and we found maximum concentration, percentage of inhibition at 600 microgram per ml. It is another anti-inflammatory assay, which is heat-induced hemolysis. It is also dose dependent, and we obtained maximum inhibitory effect of hemolysis at 600 microgram per ml, and its percentage is 81.39. Anti-diabetic assay. It was performed by alpha amylase inhibition, observing alpha amylase inhibition in percentage. It is also dose dependent, and we got maximum concentration, maximum inhibition of 90.97 at 600 microgram per ml. This is another anti-diabetic assay, that is glucose uptake by yeast, and these 92.77% is the maximum effect which was recorded at 600 microgram per ml. Next is the anti-lipidemic assay. This anti-lipidemic assay was performed by observing the percent inhibition of pancreatic lipase, and its maximum value is 76.73% at 600 microgram per ml. Now we move to the identification of bioactive metabolites. First, we have identified various volatile metabolites by using GCMS, which have various bioactivities. These are the names of the identified compounds with respective retention time and concentration and peak area. We have identified 15 compounds with the help of NIST library. And these are the nature of these compounds with molecular formula, molecular mass, and bioactivities. And we observed that most of the compounds have antimicrobial, antioxidant, hypotensive, anti-cancerous activities, and anti-tumor activities, anti-proliferative activities. These are the activities of compound which we have obtained or identified by GCMS. These are the compounds which were identified by electrospray ionization mass spectrometry. The identified compounds were succinic acid, glutamic acid, maglutol, caffeic acid. These next in the next column, these are the MZ values, molecular mass, and molecular formula of these compounds. Among these compounds, the maglutol is a drug which is an anti-lipidemic drug, and we have identified this drug from Fucaria species first time. This one is the spectrum of ESI-MS2 of succinic acid in negative mode, and along with the MZ values. And this one is the spectrum of glutamic acid and maglutol, caffeic acid in negative mode with the MZ value of 179, and along with their structures. To the best of our knowledge, identified bioactive secondary metabolites have not yet been reported from Fucaria oceani earlier, including the drug which is maglutol. Now, I would like to conclude my research work. This work represents that Fucaria oceani bioactive secondary metabolites had potential antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetic, and anti-lipidemic effect. Further research is needed to clarify their precise mechanism of action and determination of most effective therapeutic application of BSMs of Fucaria oceani. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Thank you.